Hello friends, good morning. Today I want to talk to you about my 14-day water fast that is coming up on October 1st. So today what I want to talk to you about is a brief information about my experience with fasting, and then I want to talk about why I'm doing this, and then I want to talk about some modifications that I am planning to make and information that I'm going to track during my fast that I will share with you. So I started fasting about 14 years ago, but that was with juice fasting, and I did some long fasts. I did a 30 and 40 day fast several times, and that's completely different than water fasting. It's actually pretty easy. Once you get past the first few days, you have all kinds of energy because you're basically taking in a lot of sugar, a lot of nutrition. So it is completely different. Just in the last couple of years, I've experimented more with water fasting, and most of those have been 3-day fast. I have done quite a few 1-day water fasts over the years, and those are more spiritually focused than anything else. So I also have done a few 5- and 7-day fasts more recently. Why am I doing this? The reason why I want to do this is because for several reasons. Number one, I've been having some problems with my elbow. And one of the fasts that I did a year or so ago, I was having problems with my shoulder. And I don't want to take ibuprofen all day long every day. So I did a 7-day fast, and it completely healed me of my pain, and it has never come back. So I want to see if I can do the same for my elbow. And then also, my daughter got married about a month and a half ago. And ever since then, I just haven't been able to get back on fully to my ketogenic way of eating. And I'm having bits of this here and there. And I want to kind of have a fresh start, clear it all out, and just go forward then with the keto way of eating that I was doing before. And then also, I just really like a good challenge. I don't know why, but I just want to prove to myself that I can do it. So those are some of the reasons. The main reason is going to be my elbow, and just to get back on track with my ketogenic way of eating. So I do want to mention, I don't recommend anybody watching this video to just jump into a 14-day fast or even a 3-day fast. If you haven't fasted before, you need to talk to your doctor and all those things, especially if you're on any kind of medication. I don't think a 1-day fast would probably hurt anybody unless, again, you have health issues and you're on medication. Start slow. Don't just skip a meal. Skip 2 meals. Just do the 16-8 where you fast for 16 hours and then eat during an 8-hour window. That is what I would recommend how to start. Okay, so I want to talk now about how I'm going to modify this fast. And this information is based on a book that I have read, or should I say listened to, because I do the Audible version many times. But it is The Complete Guide to Fasting by Jason Fung, Dr. Jason Fung. And he talks about some things that we can include in our water fast to help us. And water fasting is very difficult because you don't have any nutrition going in, and so you just get very tired and weak. And so there are some things that you want to add, and some things that are non-negotiable for me now that I've experienced it both ways. And one of those is salt. And I brought some, everything's backwards, but I have pink Himalayan salt that I will add to my water. And I do that anyway. When you're on a keto way of eating, you need to add salt because you're not retaining water. And so it just, if you get muscle cramps and things like that. When I fasted before, I would read, I have these terrible leg pains. And I thought it was because, all the toxins are coming out of my body. But really, it's that you are having a deficiency in magnesium, I think. So that is why we want to add the salt. I recently got this salt imported from the Philippine island in the province of Pangasinan, whatever. So I just picked this up. Probably can't see it. It's backwards. But I'm going to keep this one at work. Hand harvested and unrefined all natural sea salt. And then I also have a couple different kinds of salt. Oh, I have this one. It's the light salt. So this is what I normally use, and I sprinkle in my water. And it has potassium in it, which is also good. 350 milligrams of potassium. So I'm going to have that in my water for sure. So besides the sea salt, another thing that I'll have is I will drink tea. Probably hot tea because I'll be freezing all the time. So different types of tea. Herbal tea, oolong tea, green tea. Caffeine is fine. If you like coffee, caffeine is fine. I don't like coffee, so I'll be drinking tea. And I'm also going to, and again, these are recommendations by Dr. Jason Fung in the book, The Complete Guide to Fasting, which I highly recommend. Also, in my tea, and I'm not just going to add everything that I'm listing, but if I need it, then I will. Because I want to, basically, this will increase compliance to the fast and help me finish the fast. But I'll basically get almost all the benefits of a complete fast. So that's why I'm willing to do this. MCT oil, it's almost gone. I'm getting down. But I'll add this to my tea if I feel like I need it. It will give me a burst of energy. If I run out of that or I don't have it, I also have the unrefined coconut oil. Sorry, everything's backwards. I don't know how to change it. And so I have those that I will add to my tea, or I might just take a spoonful if I feel like I need it. Also, heavy cream. I have been using that in my tea. It's so good in my water fast, but I'm going to try not to have that. If I'm going to try to stick to the MCT and the coconut oil to be completely away from dairy, because I think dairy can cause inflammation, and I'm trying to work on this elbow. So another thing that I will have, I may add some cinnamon to my tea. I may not, but I might. And then also I'm going to use essential oils, not orally, but I will take like a detox bath and add the essential oils to it to just kind of help relax or detox. Another thing that Dr. Jason Fung talks about is using homemade bone broth during your water fast. I don't particularly care for it that much. I usually have it on hand. It's good because because you can add salt to it, and then the salt helps. I'd rather just have the salt in my water, but I am going to pick up basically the way I do it. I'm lazy. I buy a rotisserie chicken, and then we eat the meat, and I take the bones and I put it in my Ninja multi-cooker with water and a few other things, and just let it simmer for 2 days. And then I have it and I freeze it, and if I need that, I'll use it. I probably won't because I don't care for it that much by itself. Another thing that I just learned, because I just finished the book, is that you can take chia seeds. Here are my chia seeds, or flax seeds. You can either take these dry or you can take them in water. And what it helps with is to help you feel full. Now, once I get past the first couple of days, I don't really feel hungry anyway, but I do get a little bit nauseous. So if I start to feel nauseous, I might try those and see if it works. It may or may not. The other thing that makes me nauseous, but I feel like because I'm going 14 days, I need something. I might not, but I feel like I need to take some vitamins. And so I have my Activate from Beachbody multivitamins. I have a ton of them, so I figured I might as well use them. And they said one thing to look at is to see if it has selenium. And this one does. So I'm going to try to take this. I'm going to try to take them at night because I get very nauseous if I take these when I'm not eating. And then another thing I might try to take is the turmeric curcumin. And this is basically just turmeric, I think, in a capsule. And this is supposed to help with inflammation. So I'm hoping that will help my elbow. And then another thing that I take anyway, most of the time, is the Natural Calm. I do struggle with anxiety sometimes. So I like this. And it's basically magnesium. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry, but if you can read backwards, it says magnesium 325 milligrams per 2 teaspoons, and I usually have about 2 teaspoons. I ran out of magnesium pills, so I'm just going to stick with this. And you just put it in hot water, and I drink it at night. So that is something I will definitely be taking. What else? I have this sugar-free gum, and I'm going to try not to use it because I think it can, like, it makes your body think you're eating, and so it can mess up with your digestion. But occasionally, I have this Spry sugar-free gum, and it's made with xylitol, so there's no concerns about aspartame or anything. And sometimes you just need to freshen your breath. But I do have toothpaste and a toothbrush at work and mouthwash. So that is there for me if I need it as well. So that's basic. Okay, I'm going to try to stay away from sweeteners. It's hard for me to drink tea without sweeteners, guys. But I love my Sweet Drops vanilla cream. It's so good with tea and heavy cream. But I don't know that I don't like tea without sweetener, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to limit my use of this because I want to kind of break my sweet tooth a little bit. So that's all of my show and tell. No, I have one more thing. And then I want to talk to you about what I'm going to track. I made this chart. Can you see it? It's backwards. But I'm going to track every day. I wish I knew how to turn it around. I'm going to track every day. Well, first I'm going to measure myself in a few places on day 1. And then I'm going to do that after the first week and then after the second week. And then that's it with that. I'm going to track with my Fitbit. I'll track my sleeping time because I really need to improve in that area. And then I'll weigh every day. I thought I might weigh in the morning and the evening, but I think it's a little overkill. So I'll weigh at least once a day, same time every day. And then all my labs are good. My one health issue that I'm a little concerned about is my blood pressure tends to be high. So I have my blood pressure monitor, and I'm going to track my blood pressure in the evenings. I'm doing the evenings because I won't do it in the morning. So I'm going to do that every evening. And this chart will make it easy for me to make sure that I do everything that I plan to do. I'll track my water consumption and then also anything else that I take. I'm going to keep track if I do have the chia seeds or I have my vitamins or if I do use sweetener or the bone broth. And then I'm going to check my elbow. Since this is one of the main reasons I'm doing it, I'm going to rate my elbow pain for the day on a scale of 1 to 10 every day. And then I'm also going to record my general feelings and my mood. And I will record my physical activity. And then also anything else that I do, such as if I take a detox bath or I do some kind of extra project around the house or things like that. And then I don't have a blood sugar monitor, so I'm not going to be checking that. But I've checked my blood sugar before when I was with my dad, and I've never had an issue. So I'm not concerned about that. I'm not tracking my ketones or anything like that. So that is it. That's what I'm planning. I'm not going to track. To me, a fast can usually turn into a spiritual experience because you're not eating, and so you tend to turn to prayer sometimes. So I'm not going to track those things per se because I already read my Bible and pray. It's part of my morning routine, and So I'm not really going to track that, but I will still continue to be doing that. And it may become a more significant part of my life during these 14 days. So that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below. Click the bell so that you'll be notified every time I update the video. And hit the like button to let me know that you like this video and you want to see more of this. Thank you. Bye.